What's happening, people? We back. I got another one. As always, like, subscribe, and share if you think this information is beneficial. Today we're talking about CRT, critical race theory. So, whenever I explain stuff to you, I'm not trying to give you such an educated and pompous view that is too much. I give you the Negro view, the basics, all right? I try to keep it basic. I don't want to go over anybody's head. I don't feel like getting into all the justifications and all of the different things that could send you down the whole rabbit hole. If you don't know about it, I'm going to give you the basics, how real niggas should be thinking about it, all right? So, with CRT, the critical race theory, right? The basis of it is, one, the heterosexual white man is my problem. I'll let this work truck go past. So yeah, with CRT, the base of it is the heterosexual Caucasian white man is my oppressor. He is my major problem, okay? CRT also allows you to find racism in basically every situation, regardless of what it is, okay? If you got a black and a white person, it'll say this, you did this because the white person is white and you think that they are better than blacks. Or if you did this with blacks, then the only reason you did it is because they black and you trying to cover yourself from not looking like a racist or what? More dumb shit. It moves into also allowing groups of color to point fingers at people who have absolutely nothing to do with their despair. Nothing. It uses a pyramid. You know, America loves their pyramids. Everything is a pyramid. So they got a hierarchy in which it puts the white, heterosexual, Caucasian male at the top and all other groups below him. And of course, who's on the very bottom? At the base of everything is black and brown people, right? Us. Okay? CRT also helps bring segregation back. Okay, so if we want to go back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s and beyond those times, then of course we'll implement this into our school systems and allow our children now to fight out something they don't even really understand. All right, it's also Marxism at its best. If you don't understand Marxism, I want you to do your own research on what Marxism means. All right. Sometimes we need to be forced to just go in that smartphone, since it's so smart, and figure out what we're being tricked and duped into thinking. All right. So find out what Marxism is. The next thing is, for me, I think about it this way. Give me a moment. Come down this road with me, right? So if you a real nigga, if you an alpha black male, if you a dude that gets it, I'm talking about get it. Like, you don't need no help doing nothing. I mean, you get assistance, but you don't need help. You wake up in the morning and know, hey, what I got to do? I'm on my function. Nobody else is going to stop me from doing nothing. Can't nobody stop me but me. Then, if you a heterosexual black man, regardless of if you want to admit it or not, the heterosexual Caucasian white male is who you most identify with. Because you're not a victim. He can't make you a victim. He's going to whoop your ass and make you a victim. That's the way he can make you a victim. He's going to whoop your ass and make you a victim. Other than that, if a white man didn't come in your house and whoop your ass and make you a victim, then how are you supposed to walk around this earth thinking you're a victim? Alpha males, if you want to be considered an alpha male, you can't be a victim at the same time. So, again, black males at the top of our race, they mostly identify with white males at the top of their race. If you understand family is first, culture is important, not switching sides, getting what you're going to get out of this earth, regardless of what somebody else is doing or saying or trying to get out of you, you're probably going to be just fine. And dominating things, as the Caucasian white male likes to, is the same that you would think, because that's kind of the way you're built. And think about this. It helps the LGBT movement, because what you're saying to me is, if the white man, the white heterosexual, and they specifically categorize this as the white heterosexual man, all right? So if he's at the top and he's the oppressor of basically everyone else, and at the very bottom of everything is black males, of course, because our women are way above us. They are above and beyond us. So if the heterosexual Caucasian male is the problem, what you're telling me is that the LGBT movement gets another point, because they, again, get front of the line privileges on your black ass. And what you're saying is that only heterosexual white men are the problem. Gay white men are not the problem. Not at all. So you're, again, pushing them to the front of the line, and you're letting them off the hook since you don't like white people so much. Now they want to categorize, it's just this particular white subgroup that you want to hate or demonize. Not all of us, not our women, and not our homosexuals. Just heterosexual men. Got you. Think about this. This is also going to help reinforce feminism. Okay, when you come into critical race theory, they're already teaching our women in college feminism like a motherfucker. That's why if you were dating a girl in college and y'all shit was pretty much together, she thought she was going to get somebody better than you after college. You was just a tool for her. So she dropped your ass. And in most cases, she's still single to the day. I just looked at a stat that said less than 7 men out of 10,000 today are getting married in our country. Do you people understand that the less numbers correlate? Math is an exact science. So if less women are being married, that means that more women are going to be susceptible to crimes that are done by men because they have no protection. I guess that's why gun sales for women have gone up, MMA camps for women have gone up, and dogs being bought. Next, this CRT shit is just another distraction. Over the last maybe 3 years and through the pandemic, I think people had a lot of time to do research. If not real research, they got the time to listen to people who oppose the sheer nature of America and its goals and its principles. And lastly, race wars. Race wars is what the United States have been trying to get to for a minute now. And this, they think they got it with CRT. They know they have it. To have parents, formulated, integrated communities with children going after each other when they don't really understand the history of anything, when proper history is not being taught in the schools as well. And now you're going to implement something saying that the heterosexual white man, every time you see one of them, they're the problem. If he's gay, he's okay. Right? Listen, race wars equals martial law. In the United States of America, they don't deem black on black, white on white, Hispanic on Hispanic, Asian on this Asian crime to be a problem. Those things are supposed to happen. The scientists, all of the professionals understand that when you have a dense populated area of the same type of people, they're normally going to hurt, rob, and kill each other. The statistics are out there. I'm not gonna, keep on talking about them stats. They're trying to get to a race war. They want to include your children in this war because they know your children are about out there. They've already got their mind on homosexuality, feminism, accepting them all this bullshit. Now they want them to accept the fact that they want to bring out all of this hatred for one subset of Caucasians, right? So if they can get the racists back and forth in a war, that's when martial law is going to come about. So the militarizing of your police. If you didn't see the militarizing of your police during the pandemic, on the ground, whooping asses, macing people, killing people, then you probably don't understand any of this stuff. But this is where we're going. They're trying to get to martial law. They need to expedite the process. And again, people, you killing your own people, especially if you're black or brown, they don't give a shit about that. They've shown you that. Look at Chicago. We have an average of 50 shootings every weekend. And at least 10 to 15% of those are deaths. That's on the weekend. The end of the day, I'll keep you guys updated whenever I get more CRT information. Most people are sticking together because they already see the bullshit. But for those of you who don't understand, or you unaware of what it is, critical race theory is something that's going to, again, assist in your demise if you are a black person in America. It's actually poking fun at you. It's telling you you are a victim. You're on the bottom. These people are the cause of it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, if this is true, you'll eat this shit up. But if it ain't true that this dude controls your life, he comes in your house every morning and tells you you ain't shit. He comes in your house and whoop your ass and make sure you don't go out and be a success. If that's true, then okay, that's true. But CRT, I promise you, is here to aid in them bringing martial law to the United States as quickly as possible. And if you live in Chicago, your mayor has already asked for federal assistance on the ground. Now, Trump offered it to her, but because it was, this is some funny shit about, I keep telling you this shit is funny. Trump offered her assistance with her violence in her city when he was in office. She balked at him. Why? Because it looked good. He's Trump. Let's get on the bandwagon of hating Trump, right? Because he's a white heterosexual male. We don't like those because he thinks kingly. He don't give a shit about what homosexuals, ungodly people, and criminals are talking about, right? So, I'm going to request it now that he's out of office. What would be the big difference? He offered it to you. All right, you want to look good. She's in the middle of her term. We're going to have a whole episode about Miss Lightfoot and another date. But just think about those things. CRT, think about it. It's going to push forward feminism. It's going to also keep LGBTQXYZ in the forefront of everything, because those are not the people helping to oppress us at all. It's just the white men who like women. Not all the other groups of motherfuckers that's trying to get your mind off of God. Then the other thing is, it's of course a distraction to the people who are waking up to a lot of this crap. And they don't like people being woke. The real woke. And of course, martial law is the goal of America. We're trying to get to martial law as soon as we can. All right. So billions have just been taken out of stocks, bonds, equities, funds, and crypto. So they snatching your money away from you. That's going to piss you off. And then your children are going to be learning about critical race theory while you trying to figure out how to get your money right. That's going to ultimately make you super upset with anybody less known a person who's not of color. All right. So black on black, white on white crime means absolutely nothing to America. They're trying to get those crimes to intersect. Once we have a so-called race war and people are stupid enough to fall for it, that's when martial law, which is the ultimate goal of America, is going to be put in place. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, it's just something for you to think about. Like, share, subscribe. As always, holla.